Good morning. This is Dr. S. Prince Samuel, working as Associate Professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. SNS College of Technology is the first Indian institution to implement the design thinking framework in the entire realm. In today's class, I am going to explain about you the topic block diagram of sports medicine. The subject name is wearable technologies. So, when we speak about sports, there are a lot of things which are attached to the medical category. For example, before athlete, if she or she wants to participate in the event or some tournament, he should do some self checkup about the different parts of the body. For example, even the heart rate, blood pressure, and the sugar level, glucose, everything needs to be checked before participating into the event. In those cases, there are different kinds of wearable medical devices which are available in the market to do self-check, and then they can proceed for the tournament. Here, we will discuss about the sports medicine. This block diagram shows starting from an athlete or an individual, what happens if the injury is happened, and finally how he is getting treated. For example, if an athlete gets a minor injury, he or she can treat himself on a own with some kind of wearable devices. For example, a small device called the massager machine, which is called as the device used to make the muscles smooth and soft. What is present inside this machine is nothing but a microcontroller where the entire coding, that is embedded C coding, is stored into the RAM and it becomes an embedded device. For example, this device can be operated using a battery operated device. It is operated using a simple on-off switch. Using the on-off switch, the athlete or the person who gets some kind of muscle strain, etc., or small ligament tear, etc., those devices can be used by themselves to make them quick ready. That is called as the injury fitness assessment. Once we find what is the problem in our body, and we have to use wearable devices depending upon the problem in our body. The next case is nothing but the rehabilitation and physiotherapy. Here, the term physiotherapy means there are different kinds of physiotherapy devices which can be used in our home itself to make the body very fit, or to recondition the body, or to bring back the body to the same position. For example, if we speak about the physiotherapy device, there are some kind of small devices as well as big devices. For example, if the person is affected by a hip strain or hip back pain, so there comes a wearable device like a small heat generation equipment. The heat generation equipment, it is like a strip which is placed on the back of the body, and once the supply is on, the muscles get loosen themselves and gets relief easily. Some kind of physiotherapy devices are little bit big in size. For example, if we take about the instrument which used to monitor entire parameters of the body, for example, the heart rate, blood rate, oxygen level, etc., there comes some kind of self-monitoring devices which are little bit big in size. Finally, the rehabilitation and the performance and enhancement. So, what we need to understand is nothing about, we have to know what kind of wearable devices are available in the market to monitor our body. For example, the smartwatch, then the ECG monitoring system. There comes different kinds of wearables. Even the sports person, they can wear e-jackets, that is electronic jackets, electronic pants, which are embedded with microcontrollers and processors to monitor their body. All the parameters of the entire body can be monitored easily using the e-jackets, that is embedded. So the embedded system along with the wearable technology, that is the medical technology, plays a vital role to implement different kinds of wearable devices. These wearable devices, the accuracy is very high, so that each and every person can, even these wearable devices can be used for persons who cross more than 80 years of age. So only thing is the wearable devices is nothing but it can be operated, even the battery operated. This knowledge should be given to all the people in the society about the wearable devices. A simple microcontroller placed inside the device, placed in the room. There are different, for example, to detect the motion, there is kind of motion sensor. To detect the strain in our body, there is a strain sensor. So smart sensors also used in this wearable devices. Smart sensors get information on its own, process them on its own and give us the output. It may be in analog format or digital format. Thank you.